Well, hey guys, welcome back to week 5. Actually, this is the last week of VBS, and we sure hope that you've enjoyed VBS, Concrete and Cranes. And I know I want to say thank you for taking the time this week to pray for our missionary families. And thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit more about how to develop a prayer life and some important prayer points. And so, again, let's just review real quick what we learned over the last 4 weeks and now week number 5. But in week number 1, we learned that we don't want to worry about anything. And week number 2, we said we want to pray and tell God about everything. We want to tell God and talk to God about our needs, and we want to talk to God about the needs of others. And now we're on last week on week number 4. We thank God for all that He is doing and all that He is going to do. And then this week, week number 5, we want to finish up by saying, once we pray, we can let God's peace rule in our hearts and rule in our minds. And I love this because here's what I've learned from this. When we pray and we let God's peace rule in our heart and rule in our minds, what that means is as soon as we pray, we get God's peace that He's in control. We don't have to wait on an answer to decide if we're going to get God's peace about praying about something. So as soon as we pray, we know that God hears us. We know that God's in control. We know that God always does what's right, and that's what gives us the peace of God. We don't have to wait for the answer to determine if we're going to have His peace. And so hopefully you've learned these foundational prayer truths over the last 5 weeks, and you can use them in your everyday life, but especially as you're praying for our missionaries. And so today you're going to have the opportunity to pray for Jody and Ruth Miller. You know, Jody and Ruth Miller are from Rainbow Forest Baptist Church, and they actually spent several years in Amman, Jordan. But right now they're spending time working among Arabic-speaking people up in Washington, D.C. And I'm sure you'll learn a little bit more about them by watching their video. So you can pray for Jody and Ruth Miller. Their children were raised here at Rainbow Forest Baptist Church, Ben, Bethany, and Kathy. And so thank you in advance for praying for them.
Hi, I'm Jody.
And I'm Ruth.
And we're the Millers serving in Springfield, Virginia.
Springfield? I thought the Millers were in Falls Church.
They were, but they moved, remember? God made a lot of miracles happen, and we bought a house.
Yay!
We're 10 minutes from Capitol Baptist, our home base.
And about 20 minutes from Falls Church. I just got home from teaching my ladies' English class at Skyline Towers Apartments where we used to live.
And that's just down the road from the food pantry where we work every Saturday. So, first prayer request is for the food pantry. One of the great problems and dangers of any Christian organization is the pressure from the world to downplay the spiritual aspects and focus on helping people with their physical needs. Ruth and I are on the leadership team and have been asked to look for ways to maintain the spiritual aspects and at the same time to do more evangelism.
Please pray for my ladies' English class in the mornings. It's a challenge to coordinate so many different cultures and languages and levels all in the same room with small children running around.
Right. And next prayer request, pray for new opportunities we have in our new neighborhood here in Springfield. God brought us here for a specific reason to a specific place, and it may be for some unusual things like the 9-year-old boy next door whose name is Caden, or the single guys on the other side, Lawson, Jason, and Curtis, or the Asian family across the street, or Mary 2 doors down, or Margaret 3 doors up.
We just want to be a blessing to everyone we meet. We just started volunteering at a place called Echo. It's sponsored and staffed by local churches and helps the needy in our area. Our clients are from many different countries.
Yesterday I was speaking to a lady from Afghanistan when I noticed another lady, an American lady, who was very upset and wiping tears. Turns out someone had donated bags of clothes, including her daughter's old baby clothes, which she was saving to make a quilt out of. When I saw that she was being gently guided towards the door, I stepped in and offered to help her look for them. Keep in mind that we have gotten probably 50 to 100 bags of clothes since her drop-off, and all of which have been sorted and rebagged and reprocessed, and the chances of finding her stuff was really, really slim. And anyway, who cares about a bunch of old stuff, right? Well, she cared enough that tears were streaming down her face, and we teach our children and we teach ourselves, and we know that when we care about something, something's important to us, then it's also important to God. So it became important to me. We looked and looked, and we finally found a bag with stuffed animals, and she found a stuffed snake that had been her daughter's when she was small. We didn't find her clothes, but she left clutching that snake to her chest.
Please also pray for our evening English students. We've built great relationships with them and are continually working to teach them English and to teach them about Jesus.
One of our students, a Muslim lady, said with a smile, "You teach us English and about life and about God."
We have several Vietnamese students who are Buddhists. They generally know nothing at all about Jesus.
But they were eager to learn. And of course our Muslim students have a lot of wrong information. Pray especially for Qusay from Syria. He is a new student and very eager. He wants to meet with me one-on-one so I can teach him the Bible.
And on a personal note, please pray for my mother, Ruth, whose name's also Ruth, who's in Florida. She has cancer and she isn't doing well.
People all over the world really are the same. They want to love and be loved, and they all need Jesus.
Should we mention my books?
Yes, for sure. Ruth has a new book out for Easter called The Spider Story. This time, a spider in the upper room tells about some strange visitors. It's on Amazon, and please pray that God will use these books. And by the way, pray that God will use all that we say, we do, or write to bring glory to Him and point people to Jesus.
And then you'll also get to pray for Ann Nagy. And Ann also was a part of our fellowship here at Rainbow Forest Baptist Church. And you'll see that she is now in Bangkok, Thailand.
Hello, Rainbow Forest Baptist Church. My name is Ann Nagy, and I'm your missions connection to the nations serving in Bangkok, Thailand, where I'm connecting the disconnected to Christ, community, and the call. Rainbow Forest sent me out on the field 11 years ago to serve with the International Mission Board here in Thailand. And I am thankful for you and for your faithfulness to support me through financial giving, through the Lottie Moon offering, and for your faithfulness to pray. There is great power in prayer, and I'm asking for Rainbow Forest for you to come alongside me and pray for the work that is taking place here in Bangkok, Thailand, as I serve at Kaset Sat University, reaching the university students, the staff, the faculty, the professors, and the community that surround this area. And so I'm asking you to come alongside me and to pray in the work that's taking place here. And I think of Ephesians 6 verses 18 and 19 that says, "Pray at all times in the Spirit with every prayer and request, and stay alert in this with all perseverance and intercession for all the saints. Pray also for me that the message may be given to me when I open my mouth to make known with boldness the mystery of the gospel." So I'm asking you to pray for me as I share the gospel with the people here, and to pray that God would do mighty things here. Thank you, Rainbow Forest, for your faithfulness to pray for those of us serving on the mission field.
And so we've had a great time spending time with you guys each week. We hope you've enjoyed Concrete and Cranes. And again, thank you from the bottom of our heart for praying for our missionaries, and just God's blessings to you as you continue to pray. Thank you.